Welcome to Shay's Corner. Okay, I'm just giving y'all a little bit of advice real quick, child. I am. We all need it. Make sure the advice is put lotion on your head. I'm just playing. I'm just joking. Y'all should know that. Okay, my advice today is, and this is something that I have struggled to deal with, so I'm not just coming out of nowhere like, oh, she don't practice what she's preaching. No, I really am. I'm really going through these things as well. When I was younger, everybody has their story when they was younger, what could have happened, what could have taken place, and everything. Some of us didn't live a beautiful, great life. You know what I'm saying? My life wasn't so bad, but there was moments where it could have just been a lot better, or I shouldn't have been exposed to certain things or so. Not to go into that, but it created a child out of me to be a quiet child. I was, alone a lot. I spent a lot of time by myself, playing by myself, and I was always shy. I was a shy child. In my adult years, I tend to stay to myself. I do tend to, stay to myself and just, I have comfort in being to myself. But what my advice is that you may not like to speak up. Like, you may take so much from a person or people consistently doing something to you over and over and over, to the point where you either have or you on the verge of exploding. We not about to do that, okay? My advice, what I have found that has always worked best for me, is pulling the person aside, okay? A lot of times people need they need a crowd. They need friends. They need a crowd. You know what I'm saying? They need people around because they feel like, they big dog, or, they like to go ahead and show out, right? But when you usually pull a person to the side, like, say for instance, you about that life, child, and I'm not talking about pum or anything, but you really will nuck if you buck, right? But this person is consistently trying you and stuff like that over and over and over. If it's to a point, you at work, I feel like you need to, or school, I feel like you need to definitely go to a higher authority and talk to them about the situation and everything first. But my thing is, I have brought people to the side, like, yo, let me talk to you about this real quick. Like, what's up? Or what's the issue? What's your problem with me? Like, because people like to send subliminals. People are petty. People are very petty, you know what I'm saying? And the thing is that sometimes we might go tit for tat, like, I'm about that life. I'm about to go tit for tat. I'm about to go toe to toe with this person. I'm about to go back and forth, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. But that's not creating nothing for you but problems. When you get home, you consistently, excuse me, I had lunch. I just ate lunch. You're consistently thinking about this person, how you about to shit on this person. The next day you like, I'm about to make sure I look like this, or I can't be slipping because da-da-da. First off, you shouldn't be slipping anyway, but that should be on a personal level. It should not be for the next hoe or for the next dude why you are not slipping, okay? That should be for yourself. Okay, you should wake up, want to wash your butt every single day. You should want to smell good every single day. You should want to clean behind your ears every single day. You should want to make sure you don't have boogers or crust in your eyes every single day. Not because of the next person, but for yourself. You should make sure you're groomed and your hair is nice every single day, regardless of what style it is. You should make sure it's done. Regardless. It should not be for anybody else. It shouldn't be because you're going to shit on the next person at all whatsoever. You should smell decent every single day. Not because compliments gonna come, you know what I'm saying? But not because you want to shit on the next person. You shouldn't be buying new shoes or new J's or new Nikes or whatever the case may be to show off to the next person. You should be doing this for yourself. Make sure you look good for yourself. period. When you go ahead and confront that person, let it not. If you are an argumentative person, you need to stop right then and there. And if you are not taking things in the Lord's hands first and foremost, then you have everything twisted. You have everything twisted. You need to go to him first and ask him, like, pray about the situation, and then ask him, should you proceed to go ahead and confront this person or whatever the case may be. And when I say confront the person, I'm not talking about confrontational to the point where you ready to throw blows and sock them, rock them, sock them. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a conversation. I'm talking about a man to man, woman to woman, woman to man conversation without yelling or childish insults. That's what I'm talking about. I've had numerous of conversations because, like I said, going back to what I was saying before, a lot of people are punks. So when you put pressure on a punk, when you sit there and you come to them and you're saying, hey, I need to talk to you, you pulling them aside or whatever, and you're telling them how you feel or what's going on or what's up or what's like, why are you doing X, Y, and Z, and I really think that you need to stop or whatever the case may be, then sometimes either they're gonna get loud, they might cop and plea. They're gonna say, oh, it's not like that. That's cop and pleading. It's not like that, I didn't mean that towards you. Or they're gonna sit here and say, oh, I heard you say this, that, and the third about me, when they could have just came to you and said, did you say this, that, and the third about me? Okay, a lot of times it happened like that. Or they're gonna sit there and say, we good. It's not, oh, it's not that serious, petty, you know, I'm not like that, da 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 da, whatever, we good, this, that, and the third. And there's a possibility that y'all might dap up, come to agreement and everything. And after y'all get done with that conversation, guess what? That person may still be on the same BS. But what I can guarantee you is you won't feel no way about the situation no more, because you already said what you had to say. You already confronted them. You already said what you had to say. You already took that off of your chest. You already took this animosity, this anger, this whatever it is, upsetness, whatever it is that you've been carrying on your chest. You already took it off. So there's no point for you to feel anything anymore. You put it out there. You said what you had to say. Now it's up to God. It's up to God and that person. It's up to that person. And it's up to that person to take it to God and go ahead and say, you know what? All right, I received it. Let me stop. Or they're going to feel away and harvest anger, animosity towards you, and consistently feel away about you. But you are able to continue and walk on by and continue to do your work without a care in the damn world, because you went ahead and said what you had to say. I guarantee you. Don't let these people catch you slipping, child. And when I say catch you slipping, I mean like getting you upset and stuff like that. You go to work looking decent and do what it is that you have to do every day, but you need to speak up. And if you are to the point where you have to know yourself, meaning if you cannot confront somebody without taking it there to a higher octave, or fighting or arguing, then child, don't do nothing. You need to take it to the boss, period, because you gonna fight. Just go take it to the boss. Go take it to the boss. But you have to eventually learn how to go ahead and not be like that. You do. Be an adult and learn to not get offended. And offensive as well. You gotta learn to not go ahead and fight, because you could kill a person with silence. I guarantee you. Your silence is gonna kill them way more than you sitting there yelling at them. You being nice to that person is gonna kill them way more than you putting your hands on them. Even though putting hands on people sometimes sounds pretty good. I'm just saying, you know, hey, I used to fight all the time too. Just saying, you know, was real quick to go ahead and punch you upside your head, okay? But I learned a new trick, which is by the grace of God. God has taught me to go ahead and kill them with kindness. That's what he wants us to do anyway. He wants us to kill them with kindness. He wants us to be nice to our brothers and sisters, and he wants us to kill them with kindness. But don't be no punk and let nobody step all over you either. He didn't teach you to be a punk. He didn't teach you just to be silent and to let people step all over you like you ain't SHIT. And excuse me for all the times that I have cussed. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is this, don't let's let anybody do anything to you any kind of way and think that that's okay. It's not. It's not. Speak up for yourself. Say something. Take care of the situation. Get it off of your chest. Because a lot of times we go home and think about this. We bring this trauma to our friends and family. And you got other people riled up, ready to go ahead and nuck if they buck too because of your one-sided story. And then sometimes it gets out of hand and it tends to happen in fatal. The outcomes are usually fatal. And so when it don't even have to be like that. It's his story. I mean, it's their story, your story, and the truth of what has taken place. It's always like that. It's always going to be like that. The thing is this, we need to learn how to be better people and to communicate correctly better. Hey, that's my little pet talk for y'all today.